Hey guys, how's it going? Duj2 here, and welcome back to another question and answers, another Ask Duj2 video, where we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna jump into this right away, guys. You guys know what we do here. We're gonna start off by doing the giveaway. We have 1,000 V-Bucks that we are giving away from the last video, and we've got another 1,000 we're gonna start today. So let's go ahead and start that. I know that we are. This video is a little bit late. It's a little bit late, but you know what? Better late than never. So let's go ahead and pick that. Remember, guys, all you have to do to enter the 1,000 V-Buck giveaways that we're doing every single week is just comment on the Q&A videos. So this is from the last Q&A video. We're going to get the YouTube comments. There weren't that many this time. Oh, actually, there were 60. And those are the ones that are eligible. And TF wins it, saying, actually, I'm going to be answering your question, TF, but I kind of think that... I know it's kind of crazy, but I kind of think that a deadly duo would be actually two of the same. I know it's kind of weird, but two of the same class I think would be, it's kind of weird, but it really works really well because you double up on what you're already doing. I'll explain in a second. But anyway, congratulations to claim your 1,000 V-Buck gift card. You know what to do, which actually... Well, no, I have to do V-Bucks because I have a bunch of them. Hopefully you're still playing Save the World, or hopefully you're playing Battle Royale. If you're not, talk to me and we'll see what we can do. Maybe I can give you something else. They're too bad there's nothing else you can buy in Outriders, huh? Oh well. Anyway, let me know and we'll go from there. And of course, we are starting another 1,000 V-Buck gift card, 1,000 V-Bucks gift card. Goodness gracious. If you'd like to enter for this one, all you have to do is comment down below in this video. Just comment in these Q&A videos. That's all it takes. You just have to comment. That's all you got to do. And let's move into the Q&A portion of this video, the Ask Duj2 part of it. And also, if you would like to get your question answered, all you have to do is do that. Do say question, question 2 dots, or just question. Just make sure you start with question and then ask your question after that, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Thanks a lot for being here. Thanks a lot for supporting. Those of you playing Save the World, or Battle Royale, thank you for using the career code UJ2. But also, if you are going to be getting Outriders and you're getting it through the Epic Games Store, make sure to use my creator. It's called the creator tag there, DUJ2, because it helps me out so very much if you guys do that over in Epic Games. Thank you very much. So let's go ahead, jump in, and yes, we are going to be doing a lot of Outriders questions here. Also, I'm not going to get into this right now, but be ready, guys. Actually, there is a question I'm going to be answering in a little bit, but be ready for a lot of Outriders content, guys, and a lot of other content. I know I've kind of, fallen off the face of the planet for the past week or so. Had some stuff that I had to do, but we're ready to go. All right, let's go ahead and start. Dumbslick asks, question, should I buy Outriders if I like Save the World? Yes, because of the grind aspect. If you like Save the World from the grind aspect, I definitely would recommend that you get it. And honestly, it's just, Outriders is a very special game. It's a really, really cool game, which everyone gets hooked on it. But of course, I would say try the demo first. There are demos on Steam, there's demo on Xbox. Well, actually, if you have Xbox, you get the Game Pass thingy, and you can play the whole game right now. And on PS4, there's also a demo. So I would highly recommend try the demo first, and you're probably gonna get hooked on it, and you're gonna want to keep playing. So it definitely try the game, try the demo first. It is a very, very interesting game. I kind of wish they had a little bit more of a tutorial, or maybe you could ask someone in the beginning of the game for a lot more questions, because they same as Save the World, they just drop you in there and you don't know where you're supposed to go, what you're supposed to do for a little bit. But yeah, I kind of wish they had a slightly better tutorial in that sense. And now get ready, because there's going to be several questions from TF, because she had some amazing questions. Question, after playing maxing out all pass in Outrider, which do you prefer and why? So I have not maxed out all the pass, only 3 of them. I gotta say, I have to go with the Trickster. It was the first one that I picked, and I keep finding myself going back to it. Also, Why? Because I really like the mobility. I like the time space mobility and all that. Yes, the Devastator is really fun. Technomancer and Pyromancer are Pyromancer is really fun, but I keep finding myself going back to Trickster just because I feel like there's so much I can do with it, including part of your next question. No, not that question, but the one after that. I'll answer in a second that one. Question: Hubby and I are playing duos with Outriders drop, like Save the World. What deadly duo would you choose to play with, i.e. Devastator, Technomancer, etc.? Now, this is the thing. I have to say this. After trying out multiple different things and after like seeing things and after like, well, honestly, right now you can't really play with anyone else because the whole crossplay and all that, you know. Well, crossplay on other platforms, but on PC you can. And after like playing a little bit around with some stuff, I have to say, if you're playing in a like a group, duo or trio, because you know you can go up to trio. I have to say, if you're all playing the same class, it's really good. I know it's crazy. I know, because it's like supposed to be like, it's supposed to be like with Save the World, where you know you have one of each. You know, like that's what you're supposed to do. How you're supposed to do the missions. One constructor, one outlander, one ninja. You know, and everyone kind of does their own part. Who did I miss? Outlander, soldier. So you've got like in Save the World, you've got the outlander who's supposed to be farming, the constructor who's constructing and the outlander gives them materials, the ninja who hops around the entire map doing everything and it's close combat, and then you've got the soldier who is there to defend everyone. It's kind of like a little bit mid-range to long range. So it's kind of supposed to be like this group, you know, that everyone does their certain part. But we all know that there are certain things and certain builds that are very powerful, and if you have everyone in the same one, it's not bad. You always kind of want to have like a constructor there, you know, if you have like one of those base things. But there are multiple different ways of that. Just like that, it's really crazy. But I have to say, if you go in with if you go in and do a mission, right, and I have to say this, I've tried it where we have like a Devastator, a Pyromancer, or a Technomancer, and a Trickster, and it's good. It's good. You know, you cover your bases, kind of, you know, but everyone is kind of just like here, you know. So it's like like everyone's here, and you're all kind of like, it's like a balanced build, you know. But if you have like 3 Tricksters, I gotta tell you, it's crazy if you have 3 Tricksters, because then let's say if you time it right, you can all pop off your time bubble, or you know, you can all use your different thing. It's I gotta say, I would highly recommend whichever class you guys like the most, do double up on it, because when you double up on it, it's kind of like you have like one but twice as strong. I know it's crazy, but I have to say that's what I found. TF again asks, question: let's discuss the skill tree in Outriders. Which paths are you choosing? How do you best choose? Which skill nodes are you going to choose, and why? Right now, I am working on a video kind of talking about the skill tree and everything, or the nodes, and I am going to be focusing on Trickster first because that's the one that I'm working on the most. And I have to say, it really is trial and error. The beautiful thing about Outriders is that you don't lock your skills, your skill notes. You don't lock them. You can actually, let's say you're just chugging along, doing missions, blah, 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 enjoying yourself, and all of a sudden you hit a wall. You hit a wall and you find yourself against a captain you can't beat, a mission you can't do, an expedition, something you just can't complete. You can just wipe out the whole thing and try something else. You can try a balanced build. You can try a long range build. You can try a up close build. You can try a build that's going to be very focused on your skills, or sorry, on your anomaly power, you know, or you can go one that's got a lot of health, a tanky build. I'll give you guys a little bit of secret. I'm actually finding myself really enjoying a sniper or long range Trickster. I know Trickster's supposed to be up close and personal, but I've been having so much fun using the time bubble at a long distance with a good sniper, because then it slows down the bullets as they get to me, of course twisted bullets, you know, and then just sniping everyone away. It's a little slower, the gameplay, but I'm loving it. So definitely I would say you kind of have to, with each class, kind of look at where they're going. With Trickster, again, I have to use the Trickster because the one I know the most. You've got a range, like a range, like an AR kind of build you can do. You've got like a tanky build you can do, and you've got an anomaly close-up build you can do. But because of how the skills are done, you can kind of start one way and then deviate to another way. It's a lot of fun. It's really great. I really, really like that aspect of the game, that you can, kind of like in Save the World, you can change up your build and you can do so many really cool stuff with it. Highly recommended you have fun with that. Okay, so let's do another one with TF. Question: looking at the steps that people can fly took against cheaters, why wasn't this implemented in Fortnite, BR, and Save the World side? I mean, taking away jail bills but do nothing against real cheaters. Yes, I'm salty about this. I'm salty about it too, and don't worry, I do have a video that I'm working on that I'm almost done with, where I really pinpoint and try and talk about why the jail bills, why did they focus on that, and I kind of have an idea of why they were so intent on working that. But for those of you who don't know, in Outriders, people can fly, and they took a measure where people who cheated in the demo are kind of they kind of have like a watermark where they are very vocally called out for cheating, and it's kind of like a shaming kind of thing, it's interesting how they took that approach. It's a lot of people are liking it. Apparently there weren't as many cheaters as people thought there were, but whatever. So I have to say it's very interesting to see, like in Save the World, because Save the World was the first game, the first Fortnite. Why was cheating or like duping and all that allowed to run rampant so much? And we know that they knew that issue was an issue even when Save the World started. And let's say for the first let's say the year and a half before Fortnite and Save the World came out, there was a lot of intent because of the alphas and all that. There was a lot of work on Save the World, and it is very curious that they knew that duping was going to be an issue, and then real world trading, and then when they took away the public chat and all that, they knew that there was going to be a big issue with that. But they never really worked on it. They never really addressed the issue, or never really tried to change it or address it, which really makes you wonder why they were what they were focusing on. And then of course Battle Royale came out, and Battle Royale became a huge issue or a huge thing, so they really focused on that. And I do believe there is a pretty good anti-cheat, kind of system for Battle Royale, even though there was still a lot of cheating still. You know what? I honestly don't know. I have to say probably the easiest way to answer this question is because People Can Fly didn't remain. People Can Fly was involved with Save the World and Fortnite at the very beginning. Near the end, it was Epic Games. So Epic has a different set of priorities, maybe a different approach on how they manage their IPs, I guess. I don't know. Jurassic George asks, question. I think you may have misinterpreted my question, Mr. DJ. So, question. How do you feel about having cosmetics locked to a certain time frame, then never being able again? Okay, so this is, yes, thank you very much. This is from your question before. I did misunderstand. How do I feel about cosmetics being locked to a certain time frame? If they say this cosmetic or this skin or this something is going to be available right now and never coming back, ever, guaranteeing it'll never come back, I kind of feel like they are creating a problem, in the sense of, what if they do bring it back? People who invested in it and put a lot of value into it for their accounts and everything like that. And also, again, this also does encourage real world trading, which I think is a big no-no. But it's not good. It's not good when you have that kind of a value put into something when you don't really have control over it. Having said that, I think it's a good thing. I think it's nice to have, certain things that only that in a game that you put a lot of time, dedication, and also showing, but then they could also show in other ways, veterans or founders, like we have the founders editions. Maybe if we had like a little banner over our head or something that said founder, or like Super Animal Royale does, where your name is in a different color. It's an easy way to pick out that you're a founder. Or you've got like RuneScape. In RuneScape, you can have like the capes, the 5, 10, 15-year veteran cape, which actually I'm going to get my 20-year veteran cape, I think, this year, next year. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. But yeah, so having something like that shows, like how long you've been around, and that you're just given by how long you've been around. Not something that you have to pay for, and then they could be like, oh, people really want this, so let's bring it back again and charge people for it. It kind of makes a problem with that. I don't think I have a problem with it, but I really do think that they should. I think that they should be very clear up front if or not they're going to do it. CCR asked question: what if Fortnite went back to its horror roots? Oh, I think that would be amazing, dude. I think it would be incredible if we had that. The kind of whole, quickly trying to scavenge things, to build up a base, with the knowing that the husks are coming. But the problem with that too is that then it wouldn't be a. I think they deviated from that because they wanted to do the whole colorful thing, I remember back in, I think it was like 2015, 2016. When we actually got to see like how, like when the alpha was in play, we got to see what Fortnite was going to look like. And I remember people saying, it's so colorful, it's so bright, the contrast it's so contrast, and then of course we had other games, in that concept of like, we had the, I guess a game that had the same kind of style but went dark, or the same kind of graphic concept but went dark, would be like Sea of Thieves. If you play that, you've got that big, like ominous kind of, concept going on. Deep Rock Galactic kind of has, that kind of thing too, where it goes really dark and it plays on that. But if you notice, those kind of games, they're more geared towards the adults, or that kind of gaming community. Fortnite, I think when they came up with the concept of Fortnite, they were like, we want something that's like between Minecraft and Lego. Something like you have like Minecraft here, Lego here, and like, I don't know, cartoons up here, and they wanted to find something that met right in the middle, with precision. And you can't argue that Fortnite Battle Royale is quite precise, and Save the World is gigantic, so I kind of feel like that's what they were looking for. They were looking for something like that. I would love to see a Save the World that was, kind of like suspense and horror based, kind of like if you play Deep Rock Galactic. Amazing game, because you have no idea what's in the dark in there. And sometimes there are some crazy huge monsters that you're like, oh no. But it's really, really awesome. I would love to see that kind of concept. But again, I don't think it would be as popular as Fortnite is now. Moon Monkey asks, question: how much longer until you unmask? Very soon. Hopefully this weekend, the mask will come off. I've actually been waiting off and holding off on doing some videos because I really would like to take the mask off. I love my merch. Again, if you guys don't know, you can get the merch down below in the description. There's a link. I love my merch. I love the time that I've been able to wear it. But yeah, I really do feel that a lot of things get lost, because I can't use as much facial expressions. So, and of course the mustache too. The mustache wants to come out again. So yeah, I really hope that hopefully by this weekend it'll be all over. Yoda Master asks, question: should they buff Rosie? Short answer: yes. Long answer: yes. Rosie needs a way of scaling up its power, and also being able to be refreshed and used faster. I actually have been wanting for a while. I came up with a couple of Rosie builds that are very interesting, and I kind of thought for a while that maybe if we had, I would love to try this, if I did a mission with like 3 other people and we all had the same Rosie build. You can do quite a bit of damage with Rosie. Actually, 2 different Rosie builds. You can do quite a bit of damage with Rosie, and having multiple Rosies really does the trick. Yeah, I kind of think, but I still think that Rosie does need a little bit of a buff. Exploring BG asks question. Excuse me. What do you think about the Borderlands games, and is Outriders more similar to them or more similar to something like Destiny 2? I have played Borderlands. I don't think I played Borderlands 2 that much. That it feels a little bit similar to Borderlands because you have the whole drops and a lot of different things like that. Storyline kind of feels a little bit too like that, except Outriders feels a little more slow. And that's something I really like about Outriders. Outriders, like the story and the progression, is a little bit slow and grindy at the same time because you may want to just stop and grind for some better weapons, to tackle something. And of course, once you get to the end game with expeditions, a lot, it's just a huge grind, but a fun one. I have not played Destiny 2. Actually, no, let me correct that. I played Destiny 2 for like an hour one time. I didn't like it. I was like, no. I didn't like the movement. I didn't like how Destiny 2 moved, the feel and the graphics a lot. It just was not for me. So from that point of view, I would say I don't know. I can't compare it to Destiny 2. But I would say Outriders, the best way I can... I mean, honestly, I would just say you got to try it. You got to try it for yourself. I mean, some people are like... it's like Gears of War and Anthem and Destiny kind of all came together in the whole thing. I honestly can't tell you what Outriders is apart from it's Outriders. It's really, really interesting. Once you really get into the game, you're like, wow. It's like it just the grind catches you and it holds on to your attention. I know that people have been grinding a lot, and I personally haven't had a chance to play too much right now, but it's really interesting. Outriders is a very special game that I really hope that they continue to update and develop because it's got a lot, man. It's got a lot. It's Hides a Lot asks question: how do you do the Twine Mythic Storm King? I die every time I do it, even as Palina with Blast from the Past. Okay, so first of all, the Mythic Storm King, the MSK, is not like other quests or like missions. So you have to think of the fact that the best way I can explain this is that look at the difference in the missions. You've got like SSDs, which Palina, amazing. You've got waves and waves and waves of husks that you just have to mow down. Then you have other quests like, let's say, the best way I can describe it is you've got the couple, well, the other quest, which like is the resupply missions and the what's it called? Not search and destroy. I forget which is the one where you have the two, you have 10 minutes. Resupply is one, and the other one is the one where you just have to take down as many enemies as possible. In resupply, you have to get around the map as much as possible. And then in pretty much every other quest in Save the World, you just have to have very high damage, hopefully high health, which Palina is amazing for that. But MSK is completely different. The MSK is a totally different thing where you have to, it's skill. The MSK is very much skill. I have a couple of videos on my channel about the MSK, but I am not the best person to ask about that. I would definitely say there are some other people out there who have much better content. And if you are on Twitch, I would recommend you check on Twitch. There are usually people constantly there doing MSK, and you can learn by watching them. MSK is about quick building, is about awareness, knowing where everything is in the map. It's about certain weapons and certain builds that can give you a lot of damage to take out the mini bosses, to quickly get to the horns and break the horns. The MSK is a completely different thing. You can't really use Palina there because you can't take the time to take out the enemies, while the MSK is raining down meteors on you and blasting you away. So you kind of have to have that balance where you can do a lot of damage on the crystals while at the same time taking out the mini bosses, building up, and just working together as a team too. And yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, like I said, I'm not the best at MSK by far. There are a lot of people out there that are way better than me. I highly recommend you check out their channels and videos. Or like I said, check out on Twitch, because usually there's someone there doing MSK and they'll help. And if you watch, you can kind of see what they do and also the types of builds they use. Because you've got the support builds and you've got the links builds, all of that to be able to, get it done. But anyway, it looks like we're done, and I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you much for watching once again. I really do hope that I'll be able to... there's going to be an Outriders video coming soon, and then a lot of Outriders stuff. So keep an eye out for that, guys, as well as this weekend and next week. I hope to change things up a little bit. I've got some things that I've been working on. I can't reveal all the secrets yet, but keep an eye out for all that, guys. I'm gonna leave it there, guys. As remember, if you would like to enter for the giveaways, all you have to do is leave a question down below in this video. Sorry, not a question, a comment. Just a comment. Any comment on this video will be accepted. And then if you would like your question answered or asked, if you have a question to ask and would like it answered, just go ahead and leave it in any video from now until the next Q&A, and we'll go from there. As always, guys, I'm Duj2. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you enjoy what I do on my channel, please do me a huge favor and have yourself a fantastic day. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Outriders. It's awesome. See ya.